In this video, I wanted to show you how to write a business plan, and this information is found on the SBA website. It gives a lot of information for small businesses, but this one is again going to talk to us about writing your business plan. So we're going to look at the components of it, and then in the next video I'm going to show you an example of a template that you can use for a business plan. What they're telling us here is you can pick the business plan that you need, and we have basically two categories of business plans that we see in use today. The first one is a traditional business plan. It's very detailed. It takes longer to write it because it is a comprehensive report. Oftentimes, lenders and investors will want to see this plan. So if you're going to a financial institution to borrow money, you're probably going to have a traditional business plan. Then we have a lean startup plan. We also call this a business canvas model that we'll take a look at. This is quick. It's just a one-page summary generally. It contains just the key elements of this, and so this may be something you're first asked to provide and then later provide a more detailed plan. Let's look at the components of a traditional business plan format. We're going to have an executive summary, and what an executive summary is just a brief overview of what the company is and why it feels like it would be successful. Within this executive summary, you could include a mission statement, you could talk about your product or service, some other information about the team, the leadership team of the company, their employees, and where it's located. Also, you may have some financial information here, and then it says high-level growth plans. Then we have our company description. You're going to provide detailed information about your company. And we want to know in this business plan section of the company description here, we want to know what problem you're going to solve as a business. This shows the lender or the investor or whoever's reading this that there is a need for your company. It tells you to be specific, so you're going to list your consumers, the organization or businesses that you're going to serve within this area. Next, we'll have a market analysis, and that's an overview of the industry and your target market. We're going to look at some competitive research to see who else is already in that market and who you will be competing with. We can look also at their strengths, and maybe we can look at their weaknesses as well, and maybe we will take up that space for their weaknesses. Maybe we can provide something they're not able to do. You're going to be looking at trends in the market and some themes. What are your competitors doing? Why is it working? Is there a way that you do it better? Just some of the questions you might think of in your market analysis. Next, we have the organization and management. It's going to show the structure of your company, how it's organized and how it will be run. You can also tell if the legal structure, is it a corporation, is it a C Corp, S Corp, partnership, sole proprietor, limited liability company. You can use an org chart here. You can find templates there to help you create your org chart, and that just shows the layers of management and key leaders here and your experience in that area. It also says you could consider using resumes or including those in CVs of your key team members if you want to. Next category is service or product line. It's going to tell what product you're offering or what service you're offering for sale there, what the benefits are, what the life cycle of this service or product is. If you have some intellectual property, such as a copyright or patent filing, then you'll list that here. Also some R&D, research and development, explain that in detail. Marketing and sales is going to be your marketing strategy. We know that your strategy will change over time, but we will start out with what we believe will be our marketing strategy. We're going to describe how to attract and retain our customers and how you will actually complete a sale or how you will gain a sale from a customer. A little bit later, you can have some financial projections that are going to go through your marketing and sales strategy. If you are asking for money, then there's a section for your funding request, and that's where you outline what your funding requirements would be. And it says here your goal is to explain how much you're looking for over the next 5 years and how you'll use that money. Lenders don't want to just give you money for no reason. They want to know how you're using it and why. Specify if you want debt or equity financing, how the terms will apply, and the length of the time your request will cover. You can also say why you're using this. Is it to buy equipment, to pay for salaries, cover bills? What is the use of this? And then you can also include some future strategic plans. For example, paying off debt or even in the future selling that business. Under the financial projections section here, This is just a supplement to the other requests that you're making above your funding request. And what you're doing here is convincing the reader that you can pay this back. It will be a success, that your business is stable. Note here in the second paragraph, if you already have an established business, then you can include actual income statements, which would be revenue minus expenses. Your balance sheet shows your assets, your liabilities, and your equity. Your cash flow statement shows the money coming in, inflows of cash and outflows of cash for last 3 to 5 years, again, if you're an established business. Also, if you have any collateral you can put up, you want to list that collateral. And collateral is just there in case you default on the loan. The lender can then take that collateral back in place of being paid back. It says provide a prospective financial outlook for the next 5 years. This is an estimate. It's simply a forecast. You know it's not going to be exactly correct, but this is what you predict will happen. So we'll have forecasted income statements, forecasted balance sheets, forecasted cash flow statements, and then capital expenditure budgets. Capital expenditure just shows the outlay of cash for large items. It could be buildings, machinery, equipment. You can even, for the first year, break those income statement, balance sheet, all these financial statements down into quarterly or even monthly statement projections if you like. And then you can use any graphs or charts if you want to help highlight what your story is here of your business. Then if you have an appendix, you can include any supporting documents there. Included in that could be credit histories, the resumes, pictures of your products, reference letters, any licenses, permits, or patents, legal documents, anything like that, contracts, all of those would be included in your business plan.